Yes, Banisher. And what may I do for you?
What's new?
I don't know. Say, have you seen young Scudder? He said he'd help me with a thing, but was not shown.
Beloved Scudder, you mean? It wasn't that helpful to me.
That's just his manner. Pay it no mind. He's a good boy. Wish I knew where he'd got to, though. Maybe he's off somewhere with that poor cousin of his.
Tell me more about thick-skinned Newsmith.
What for? She's gone, and that's that.
What can you tell me about Kate Newsmith?
She's done a fair job so far. Things can only get better, eh? Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but I'm glad Thick Skin is gone. If I'd had the first inkling of what that woman was capable of, why, I'd never have followed her.
Things have changed. How's the camp doing these days?
The camp does better, thanks to you. I mean, the Lord only knows what the future holds. But with one terrible monster the fewer in it, it surely looks much brighter.
I'll bid you good day.
I'll bid you the same.
Back again, Mr. McWraith? What can I do for you this time?
Goodbye. Madam Doctor, Mistress Fitcher, Evelyn.
Banisher, Mr. McWraith. Red if you'll have it.
Let us talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
I get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right, we can talk.
What can you tell me about thick-skinned Newsmith?
Thick-skinned Newsmith was, without a doubt, my most regular patient. I put more stitches in her than a dressmaker. She had to be hectored into sitting still while I treated her. Head like a rock. I liked her a lot. May she rest in peace. She did her job to the end.
Kate Newsmith. Quite the character, eh?
Yes. Without wishing to be cruel, her sister's death revealed her true character. But she'll be a good leader, with time. God helps those who help themselves.
How are your patients doing? How fares the camp?
I hesitate to say it, but lately I have fewer patients. Perhaps they sicken less, perhaps they trust me less. God knows, and I'll leave it to him. Me, I feel alive. For the first time in a very long time.
Whatever else we've done, here at least, we've done some good.
I should go.
I'll wish you luck, if you believe in it.
We're not opening that without a key.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
No keys here. I thought I saw something shiny.
I wouldn't have kept a key here.
You probably would. There. The Squire's archives.
Paris had traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
He knew she had nowhere else to go.
Did he wish to help, or did he wish to profit?
Squire Paris bought Jane's freedom, then hired her as his bodyguard.
That was generous of him. This contract is the ghost tie. Right. We should talk to the Squire.
I hope you bring good news.
You traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
As I traded with many of the tribes. How do you think I met Jane?
Does she know you traded with her people?
She does not, and I like it that way. Best not to wake the sleeping dog. Soon I shall be gone, and all this shall be history, unwritten and forgotten.
You took her into your employ. Why?
Jane was to be sold, sent overseas as a slave. It pulled my heart. I could not allow it. So I bought her at auction and gave her her freedom. The irresistible river of commerce could, I thought, flow on without her.
Hummingbird mercenaries massacred Jane's people. She likely seeks revenge.
Ah, right.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do you think we came to a backwater like New Eden? She knew the hummingbirds had been here.
I wonder if it's this that's keeping you here.
Yes, of course. It must be. Right. That's her. Can I go now?
Jane wants revenge on the mercenaries who killed her people. Maybe that's why you're still here. Give us something to work with, Paris.
Jane had a cache of weapons in the wood. The fiery grove, as she described it. I presume it to mean that the trees there are autumn red.
Arms in the woods. Red leaf trees. Noted.
We'll take our leave, Squire Paris.
I'll set up shop by my graveside. You'll find me there.
Let's find this fiery grove. She means to kill the hummingbirds.
Hell of a mission for one person alone.
Sincere's attitude is definitely strange, and not only for his constant whining.
Red McCraith, how very good it is to see you.
Are you well?
We make do. We're almost happy. Well, that's saying something, things being the way they are. We owe you for that. We'd like to repay you. If you can bring the iron, we'll craft you something fine. And glad to do it. I heard Fort Jericho used to have a blacksmith. Perhaps you'll find some there?
Let's trade, Mrs. Eden.
All right, let's.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Eden.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McCraith.
Good day to you.
Bit late for that.
How are things, Mr. Carthy? The old life is a memory long forgotten, I take it.
Not forgotten, no. Those memories remain, but they're comfortable. I can miss home without wanting to go back. I'm Irish. Did you know that? I came to London young. Fell in with a gang of pickpockets. The Wet Boot Boys, we called ourselves. Anyway, I did that for a while. Some of the boys hanged. Some picked the wrong pockets and ended up in the river. Me, I was good at counting. Got a job at a counting house. It was good, well, good enough. But old habits die hard. Once a thief, you know.
Well, you're here now.
Aye, and with a clean slate too. And I'll be keeping it that way. New world, new Arthur.
How are things? How's Nellie?
She's good. Things are good. Funny, I never had a sister. I think I do now. Nellie's sweet and kind and doesn't judge. Past is the past, she says. I will never be grateful enough to her. She's my family in this new world. Listen to me, prating on like a Lambeth fishwife.
I'll take my leave.
Farewell, Banisher.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read.
Who might you be?
Credence Scudder, sir. At your service, sir.
The boy is shrouded in spectral stains. There's a ghost at work here.
Scudder? Are you brother to beloved Scudder?
Oh, no, nothing like that. He's my cousin.
There are two Scudder boys.
And who are you? Your lordship?
I'm the Banisher, Red McCraith. And while I welcome your civility, you may call me Red.
The Banisher that saved us from the beast. You, your lordship, are a hero.
Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What do you do?
What do I do? Oh, I don't know. Whatever I can. Can't do much, I suppose. I'm happy here, though. Long as I'm not in them woods. Not without beloved, leastways.
A messenger went missing, and the trail leads here.
The trail? What kind of Oh, that kind of trail. Was he killed? Who killed him? Who could have? No. He couldn't have. He wouldn't. He couldn't. Would he? Did he?
By he, do you mean your cousin?
Beloved, aye. But he couldn't. He's nothing like that. He's a good un.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes, of course. If you think it important.
I'll go take a look at your house now.
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here.
By not pointing the finger, he pointed the finger. What does he know?
Beloved's father was a killer on the run, on his way to New Eden.
A bad man, but a good father? Seems unlikely.
Beloved fears himself doomed to repeat his father's mistakes.
It doesn't have to be that way. He has free will. There's nothing more to find here.
You prying Scots busybody! Who died and made you constable?
Easy now, Scudder. Your cousin gave me permission to come in.
Credence means everything he says, and thinks everyone else does too. What do you want?
I'm investigating a haunting. Your haunting, as a matter of fact. I don't yet know whose ghost it is, but it'll have good reason to linger.
There's no beast here. Get out of my house.
You're haunted, doesn't that worry you? You know I'll do you fair.
As you did Thickskin fair. No.
Your father's son. You must worry you'll repeat his many mistakes.
How do you know? Leave me be. You can't do this to us.
From your demeanor, I'm guessing it was your first time. Killing a man, I mean.
No! I dare not! I can't! No! Please! Go! Enough! What foul retribution is this?
Son.
Oh no! They hanged the old man! They hanged old Jed! The light is doomed! I too shall swing!
You must be the boy's father.
My son is innocent.
I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
Look to Credence.
In your letter, you said you were coming to New Eden. You made it, sort of. What happened?
I had passage booked to Boston. The captain would ask no questions. And the ship's cook who needed the reward money. The catch post took me at the dock. 10 days later, they took me up to Gallows Acre. And there I was hanged.
For murder?
For murder, yeah. and all the rest.
Murder is no bragging matter.
You're a Scot. You ever kill a man?
I have, and I'm not proud of it.
Aye. There's no pride in killing. Unless you're a judge. And if even that, I have my doubts. Be proud, sir. For you've done what I could not.
What of Credence? Why should we look to him?
He was a hellion as a baby. And no mistake. Especially after his mum and dad died. And we took him in. I thought him an odd child. But he were happy with my Mary, and sweet too. She loved him. He's a bad un, and probably always was. He hides it better than any rogue, just as he hides the sharpness of his wit.
Why send him to New Eden then?
Mary thought to take the boys as far from Bristol as she could go. In the colonies, so went her thinking, she could raise 2 good and honest men. But without her guiding hand, 'tis clear that Credence bent beloved, crooked.
Are you sure Credence is guilty? It seems far-fetched.
I have watched him on his own, unseen. I know about him, for I am one of them, and I tell you with no doubt, so is he.
What do you want, Ghost? Why have you come?
Beloved is my boy.
Yes, we get that. Good of you to visit. Why have you come?
We lived in Bristol. Barely. Shared a leaky room with other lodgers. All were ill all the time. My wife deserved better. We all did. I gathered every shilling I could and sent the boy, his mother and his cousin to the colonies. Beloved's my son, and now he's grown. I'll make sure he straightens up.
So you're here to protect Beloved? Protect him from what?
From corruption. From perdition. From my blood that runs in his veins. But most of all, I must protect him from corruption by his wily cousin Credence. It takes a bad un to catch a bad un, and that's how I know Credence is vicious. He has a hiding place in the woods. There, you'll find the proof.
Where, exactly? How shall we know this hiding place?
There's a small wood cabin, but well hid. West of here, on the heights.
A wooden cabin hidey hole. West, got it.
We'll investigate Credence's hideout then. Make our own minds up.
I speak the truth. You'll see it.
Beloved just learned of his father's death. Maybe we should go to him before searching Credence's hide.
Someone's lying.
Maybe everyone's lying.
So, we'll find out who.